UFC 307 is later this week, which means it's time for me to break down every single fight on this card, starting with the early prelim opener, going all the way up to the main event, Alex Pereira versus Khalil Rountree. This is not a bad card, but kind of underwhelming main card on it. We'll get there, though, but we'll start off the card with Mcghee versus Tim Means. An old head fight. These guys are 40 years old and 39 years old. Mcghee lost his last 3 fights. Tim Means got knocked out in his last fight by Uros Medic, which isn't like a terrible loss, but Tim Means still, he's fighting not bad competition. Kevin Holland, Max Griffin, guys like that. To be fair, Mcghee has fought Max Griffin in the past, but he lost that fight unanimously, and he also has been knocked out by guys like Matt Brown, guys like Jeremiah Wells, which Matt Brown, he's an old head with a lot of experience, but Jeremiah Wells is a really sloppy fighter. I'm going with Tim Means on this one. I think he's going to take home a decision win. That'll be my official pick. Next fight up the card, we've got Ryan Spann versus Ovince Preux. This fight was supposed to take place a month or 2 ago. I can't remember which card it was on. Maybe 305. Can't remember exactly, but they pushed that back. I think it was Ovince Preux that pulled out. Ryan Spann is probably going to win this one. They're both pretty much the same fighter, but Ryan Spann is younger, and he needs this win more than Ovince Preux does. I think that's a fact. He's on a losing streak. He lost his last one by knockout against Bogdan Guskov. He lost the fight before that to Anthony Smith. He's taken some bad losses. He needs to get one back in the chamber. I'm going with Ryan Spann. By decision will be my official pick. I could see a KO for Ryan Spann, but he's pretty fluky, and I don't know, maybe he's a bit more reserved this fight after getting knocked out last fight, so I will stick with the decision, but maybe a round 2 or 3 knockout could be a good bet to put on if the odds are there, but Ryan Spann by decision will be the official pick. Ryan Spann decision. Next fight up the card, Carla Esparaza versus Tecia Pennington. Carla Esparaza has taken a lot of time off since her loss to Weili Zhang in November of 2022, submitted in the second round, and Tecia Torres lost her last 2 by split decision, lost to Tabitha Ricci, lost to Mackenzie Dern. Not terrible losses, but they're no Weili Zhang, and Esparaza coming to, like, her entire career is winning split decisions, so I don't think it's going to stop here. She's beat Rose Namajunas in a split decision, Marina Rodriguez in a split decision, Michelle Waterson-Gomez in a split decision. Fair enough, she also knocked out Yan Xiaonan. I think I'm going to go with Carla Esparaza. I think she's taking home another split decision here. I think it's going to be a close fight. Tecia Pennington will keep up in the numbers. Maybe a robbery type thing where they give it to Carla Esparaza. I don't know, but she is also the hotter fighter. Carla Esparaza by decision will be the official pick. Next fight up the card, Austin Hubbard versus Alex Hernandez. So Austin Hubbard's coming off a unanimous decision win over Michael Figlak, which isn't like amazing competition, but like Alex Hernandez isn't either in 2024. So he did lose his re-debut to Kurt Hollabaugh, but Alex Hernandez, I don't think he wants it anymore. He didn't come in at the right weight last fight, lost a split decision, which it was a close fight. Like, it was a really close fight, but before that he's losing to Bill Algeo, which, I mean, that's not a terrible loss, but Bill Algeo, like, how are we winning these wins? I mean, Austin Hubbard is probably on the same level as Bill Algeo. So I'm going to go with Austin Hubbard to take this decision win home. I think he's going to use his wrestling skills here, take Alex Hernandez down a couple times. I'm going with Austin Hubbard by decision will be the official pick. Next fight up the card, we got Cesar Almeida versus Ihor Potieria. I'm going to go with Cesar Almeida here by a knockout. I think Potieria is chinny. He got beat up by Michael Pereira in his last fight, guillotined in like a minute, but he got hurt really fast before that. I think it was a body shot that hurt him, the first right hand to the body, and I think Cesar Almeida is just going to be levels above him on the feet. The dude's a world champion kickboxer. He's incredible. He's shown a lot of skills. He had a really close fight with Roman Kopylov. I'm going to go with Cesar Almeida by round 1 KO. Will be the official pick. Next fight up the card, we got Marina Rodriguez versus Iasmin Lucindo. I think I'm going to go with Marina Rodriguez here at the underdog price. Marina Rodriguez lost her last fight by a split decision to Jessica Andrade, which was a really close fight, and I Personally, I thought Marina Rodriguez could have won that fight. It was really close. Iasmin Lucindo, she's lost to Yasmin Uruguay in the past, and Uruguay just got brutally finished by Ketlen Souza. I think Marina Rodriguez has fought the better competition. Like, she's losing to Amanda Lemos and Virna Jandiroba and Jessica Andrade, which are all high-level names in the women's division. And I don't think Lucindo's on the same level. I think Marina Rodriguez is going to take home a cardio kickboxing decision win here, keeping her at range. Her boxing's actually really good. I think she's going to take home the decision win. I'm going with Marina Rodriguez. Next fight up the card, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Joaquin Buckley. Now, this one's a tough one. Is Joaquin Buckley going to break through here? I think Joaquin Buckley is also the exact level of opponent to lose to Stephen Wonderboy. This is a really tough one here. Maybe in a 5-rounder I would pick Stephen Thompson, but I think I've got to go with Joaquin Buckley here. I think he's going to want it more. He's at that point in his career where this win really would propel him up quite a bit in the rankings. And he's been mixing in a lot more takedowns. He shot 4 against Nursultan Ruzaboev, shot 5 against Abdul Razak Al Hassan. He's been mixing him up a lot more. Stephen Thompson, if you want to take him down, you usually can. And I get on paper he has a 65% takedown defense, but, Bilal Muhammad's getting 7 takedowns off on him. Kevin Holland's getting 2 takedowns off on him. Gilbert Burns, 3 takedowns off on him. If you want to take him down, it seems like you can. And I think Buckley, he's a really physically imposing guy. I think he's going to take him down, and it's going to be some ground and pound on the ground to a decision victory. Maybe Stephen Thompson takes home the first round, and then Buckley mixes up the takedowns in the second and third and gets it done. I'm going with Buckley by decision here. So we are on to the main card here, the main card opener, Roman Dolidze versus Kevin Holland. And guys, I think I've got to go with Roman Dolidze here if I'm being completely honest with you. Kevin Holland is a guy that when he senses the tide shifting in a fight, he lets it completely shift and completely quits usually. He just starts fucking around and lets the fight get out of his hands. And Roman Dolidze he's got good grappling, as much as it pains me to say it. He did show not terrible stand-up last fight, but he's fighting Anthony Smith, and it was up a weight category, so I understand that. He is back down at middleweight now, but he had a close fight with Nasruddin Imavov. A close fight, like he lost 3 or 4 rounds, but he took home a round or 2. It was more majority decision because of a point taken from Imavov, but he still was able to take 1 round off Imavov, and that's not bad. That's the same that Brendan Allen can say. And Brendan Allen tapped out Kevin Holland. So, Roman Dolidze, I think he's going to get a submission here. That's some crazy MMA math, but I don't even care. Roman Dolidze is going to want it more. Kevin Holland is younger. He does have a reach advantage here. He probably will land more strikes on the feet. Because he's the guy that keeps up in the numbers. If this goes to a decision, I could see a split decision where it's going to Kevin Holland if there's like a lot of ground control for Dolidze. But I think Dolidze is going to snatch up a leg or snatch up his back and get a choke or something. I'm going to go with Roman Dolidze. Second round submission will be the official pick. So next fight of the card, we got Ketlen Vieira versus Kayla Harrison. And Kayla Harrison's a huge favorite, minus 800. Vieira's never been submitted. Only 1 time she's been knocked out by Irina Aldana by a left hook. This is a tough one to call because she also has a 92% takedown defense. Miesha Tate took her down, so I think by that same standard, I think Kayla Harrison will be able to get her down. Kayla Harrison is a very strong grappler. She's like a brick shithouse out there, like a bulldozer. She's going to grind her to the cage and try. She's got good tie trips. I think that's going to be her bread and butter. And even if she doesn't get a submission or something, maybe if she gets her down, she can win by ground strikes. I don't see a way where Ketlen Vieira is winning this fight. I think Kayla Harrison can win by any metric here. Decision, KO, submission. Either one of them. I can't go with that though, but I'm obviously going to give you a pick here. Kayla Harrison by decision will be my pick. I don't think she's going to get a finish. I think Vieira's going to stay defensively sound. She might not even get taken down. She might keep this on the feet, where Kayla Harrison's going to have to throw some low-volume strikes. So I'm going to go with Kayla Harrison by decision. It's a risky pick. I know a lot of people are going to be on the finish, but maybe that's how Vegas is going to get you. It's going to go to a decision here. Kayla Harrison by decision will be the pick. Next up the card, Jose Aldo versus Mario Bautista. So Aldo's a slight underdog, actually, here against Mario Bautista. And I think I'm eating that up all day. I'm going with Jose Aldo here. Mario Bautista had some trouble with Damon Blackshear. He lost to Trevin Jones. And Jose Aldo looked unstoppable last fight against Jonathan Martinez. His only recent loss is Marab, the current champion. Aldo has looked incredible. He has 92% takedown defense. His leg kick defense is incredible. Batista's not getting him to the mat. And I think Bautista does throw more strikes. He throws around 5 significant strikes per minute, while Jose Aldo only throws 3.5 significant strikes per minute. But he hasn't fought a guy like Jose Aldo before. That's the difference. You can go off stats all you want, but this is where the stats don't matter. It's because Bautista is walking into the lion's den here, and Jose Aldo is the king of the jungle. I'm telling you, Jose Aldo is going to take this one home. It's going to be a feel-good moment decision win, and let's get Jose Aldo closer to a title shot, please. Let's not be living in a fantasy. I really want to believe Jose Aldo can get a title shot in 2024, 2025. Please let it happen. Jose Aldo by decision. On to the co-main event of the evening. Raquel Pennington versus Julianna Pena for the women's bantamweight championship. I had to read that on the screen there. I couldn't remember which one it was. But I watched Pennington win the title back in January live at UFC 297 at the Scotiabank Arena. What a barn burner that was. But in all honesty, she actually beat the fuck out of Morva Bueno Silva. Bueno Silva was so exhausted that fight. Pennington just beat the piss out of her in the boxing, and Bueno Silva kept trying to pull guard and just lay on her back, Herbert Burns style. Pena got completely dominated by Amanda Nunes last fight, but that's Amanda Nunes. But she did also lose a unanimous decision to Germaine de Randamie, which I don't like. And that is making her 3-5 in her last 5, and Pennington is 5-5. She's 5-0 in her last 5. I worded that wrong, but Pennington's way more active as well. She's fought 5 times since 2021. Pena's only fought 3 times since 2021, and she hasn't fought here since 2022. She's coming back off the shelf here, and Pennington has stayed active. She's got good boxing, and Pena has no takedown defense. If Pennington wants to, she could take her down. I'm not saying she will, but I think Pennington's just going to take home a unanimous decision victory here. That title legacy starts now. Amanda Nunes, no. Pennington is the women's MMA GOAT. We'll learn, guys. Come on. Pennington by decision, free as dirt. It's time. Alex Pereira versus Khalil Rountree. And it is time for another round 1 knockout for Pereira. Let's not be silly here, guys. Let's not be silly here. Khalil Rountree is not on the level of Pereira. Khalil Rountree got knocked out by Ion Cutelaba. He got knocked out by Johnny Walker. Oh, he went to Thailand, guys. Did he go to Thailand and come back way better? Or did he go to Thailand and then come back and lose a decision to Marcin Prachnio? Because that's actually what happened. And then he went to a split decision with Dustin Jacoby, which Jacoby should have won. I don't care. Go watch the fight, guys. You'll come to the same conclusion as me. Jacoby won that fight. Rountree was having troubles with Anthony Smith, and then he knocked him out. Go watch that fight back. Rountree's not on the level of Pereira. I will stand by that. If Rountree wins this fight, I will shave my fucking head. I don't care. Pereira's winning this fight. Round 1 knockout. Book it. Let me know what you guys thought of my picks. I'll post some parlay. I'll post some bets here coming up soon. Dana White Contender Series is tomorrow, so we'll get that done. Let me know what you thought. Make sure to like this video, comment, follow me. We'll be back for more here soon. Thank you for watching.